I'd like to comment on most of Connie's subject matter. Most of it is landscapes. They're almost all Oregon landscapes. And then she does floral prints also. And so it's you know, we get in the car and we go to Eastern Oregon and we take photos, and she does a little sketching now and then, and we just enjoy the scenery in the state from the coast to Mount here. So, and it's the subject matter is certainly everywhere we look, and she's very good at interpreting it, much better than I am. So she, you know, she goes to the Sun River and she sees more than just the usual tourist Sun River stuff. She sees things and puts it on paper, and it works out pretty well sometimes.
Yeah.
Quite often.
In my imagination, I just feel like, oh my gosh, you know, to create work that's so representational, sort of, and especially also in the printmaking medium, that is just so challenging, in my opinion. But apparently, I think for Connie, then it's not so.
Apparently not. She's not crazy yet.
She's not crazy yet. Yeah. What's the most, I guess, also for both of you, I guess, can be the most challenging part in your processes?
The most challenging part in the process is usually the end, where trying to finish up foreground or water, like in this piece down here. Getting water the right shades, the shading and the darks and the lights in it. That was kind of the last part of this piece. Because as you work along, you know, it all kind of comes together, and then there's always some little problem area at the end that it either makes it or breaks it. So.
Oh my gosh.
So that's, I would say, the most challenging.
Yeah. And that's common for a lot of your pieces.
Just about most, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Most of them.
Do you kind of dread it along the way? I just imagine I would.
Yeah, when you think you're about to the end, and then you realize that the last thing that you do will make it showable or terrible.
Yeah.
So
you
that's
use
okay.
the term "pull it all together."
Yeah.
That can be a very minor part that she does, and it really changes things.
Yeah.
So this, I think the two new ones of the canal there.
Yeah, the other one's
was a lot,
up there.
That one came together pretty well.
Yeah.
Because I had a lot of area to work on, and the darks and lights. I was able to go back and forth and punch in some darker colors to give it depth.
Yeah.
And it worked out okay. It wasn't as difficult as some of the others. So.
Yeah.
So I would say that's the difficult part.
Yeah. What can I ask? What helps you to decide? This is it. This is the medium for me. And you know, 20 years later, even with that kind of challenge with every print that you make, you still feel like, yeah, this is how I want to create art.
Well, I think one of the reasons is it's not something that everybody's doing. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of a unique style of printmaking.
Yeah.
And I've tried to make them a little simpler, a little
Yeah.
less busy, and I can't seem to wrap my head around that. So they just stay busy.
Yeah.
lots of stuff going on.
Yeah. Do you like, because in this show we have both landscapes and Oregon landscapes and some florals.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a preference for subject matter? Or just
I
sort
think
of,
the landscapes primarily.
yeah.
I enjoy doing the florals. And it's something I can kind of work at doing if I don't have good ideas for a landscape.
Okay.
So, I can kind of switch.
Yeah.
So I would say landscapes would be my primary.
Yeah.